you
It
most
would have been
about?
much better if you were fairer. I would have had an easier time to find a boy for you.
These dialogues are very
That's not really a nice thing to say to anybody.
Anybody for that matter.
Bring down the self-esteem anyway.
Yes. So I would say the marriage, the pressure which they get there is not really the women so much, because the pressure is coming from the men. They want these beautiful, fair-skinned.
It starts from there.
It starts from there.
It starts from there. It's because the requirement is such, so then it starts playing on the woman's mind.
Right.
And then that boomerangs onto the poor child.
Yeah.
And you know, the whole thing kind of
Just carries on.
And it's sad because it really shouldn't matter.
We are discussing why Indians are so obsessed with the fair skin. You know, just a while ago we were talking about matrimonial issues of being fair, and every ad that we see says beautiful, fair, beautiful. I mean, the fair word is not gone. Whether she has got those educational qualifications or not is actually secondary. More important is she should be tall and fair. Even with men, if you take a look, if you look at that, I mean, even they are equally obsessed with being fair.
Yeah, the concept of tall, dark and handsome seems to have gone
absolutely
thrown away, because everyone would think earlier on that someone dusky looking was good looking. But the men are as vain right now, and they are also working on their fairness levels.
Advertisements are playing on their psyche.
John
Shah Rukh Khan
Abraham
saying,
yes, John Abraham with his and Shah Rukh Khan with the fairness cream.
I was surprised to see there's a cream called like Fair and Handsome. I knew there was Fair and Lovely, but I was really surprised to see there's a cream called Fair and Handsome for guys.
And if you actually look at the statistics, 60% of our creams, these fairness creams, are making money, because
because people
the
think
Styleos is doing very well with
The
the fairness
segment
segment.
market, 2/3 is a fairness creams. It's been totally taken over the rest of the cosmetic industry.
Are these creams harmful?
It depends on what the cream contains. Certain creams contain hydroquinone, certain contain sunscreen, certain contain bleaching agents, some have steroids, some have retinols in it. So it depends on what that company is marketing, what percentage they're marketing it. If the percentage is within the prescribed limit, and if you're using it for short periods of time, it helps in removing a tan, it acts as a sunscreen. So that's fine. So you relatively look fairer, though you're not fairer. It's just because the tan has been removed. But if you start using products which are prescribed over and above what is been recommended, then you start getting side effects. Then you'll end up with thinning of the skin, you become more photosensitive, sun sensitive, you get wrinkling, you get redness which is persistent, because steroid creams when used for prolonged periods can damage your skin irreversibly. So it depends on how and how long they are used and what is the prescribed medication. So there's a lot which goes into it. It's not one particular brand, because there's so many brands. And the problem in India is that there is no prescribed litigation to say that you have to put down the product on your product. So if that is written, at least you know what you're using. Here, half the time you don't know what you're using. So you really don't know what you're trying to do.
to put down all
They're not, no ingredients, there's
nothing. Actually, if you read it, there won't be much.
There'll be very
cosmetics, not drugs.
Yeah, they're cosmetics and they are not bound, and they all, according to them, they have patented that product. So if they patent it, they will not let you know what is in it. So if you don't know what's in it, you have all these anti-aging creams, no one knows what really is in it. So if you don't know, and if you overuse something which is not supposed to be used, then you're headed for trouble. So your expectations should not be fairness. It should be very clear that you're just lightening your skin, tanning, removing the grime, looking cleaner, neater, not fairer. There's no way you can become fairer.
How do you remove the psyche of the people? You know, it is in there. I should get fairer. I look
because
better if I'm fairer.
And you know the shade cards they've added on, which makes it even worse. That's ridiculous. Looking fairer. Which is ridiculous.
Because then you're marking people by those shades, like from on a scale of 1 to 10, you're number 7.
Yeah, I mean, no, and they're telling you that you're going to be getting fairer. So you want to be.
This is the way you transit.
You know, how
So you buy more cream.
Yeah, you keep doing it.
You have to buy it all the
I haven't
time.
reached number 9 yet.
Keep doing it, you know. And by then you've had your side effects. So
But even if you look at Bollywood, for that matter, you know, I would say that a whole lot of our dusky beauties are looking so gorgeous. We have Kajol and we have Bipasha Basu.
Who can forget Smita Patel?
Oh, I think she was good.
Very good.
But that generation
Really
flaunted his color. I don't think she was hiding it. She enjoyed flaunting her color.
She was gorgeous.
Yeah, I think you should just flaunt.
But do you think this generation is hiding their skin color?
Yes, they are. All of them are. Most of them are. Let me not say all of them, but most of them are. They're still hiding their color. They're trying to. You can make out the difference when you look at the.
So they're not helping the psyche at all.
They are not helping, because our young generation is totally looking up to the cinema, to Bollywood, to ads. Their life revolves around TV commercials and serials. They are following the footsteps, and that's what they're aping. What else? They have nothing else to look at. We're raping, and that's not helping at all. That's adding on to our problems. It's not helping.
If John Abraham tells something, this is good for you, the boys are also going to think, he is saying so, so I must try it at least.
Yeah.
He's
You'll be
saying so.
surprised. My practice started with more of young girls, and now I see more men than I see young women.
Because I
It's
think men
suddenly
are more
changed.
conscious of the way they look now than they were
Were before, but
earlier.
it's,
they were
because,
not.
it's a reversal of ratio.
It's
I'm
reversal
seeing
of
more
ratio.
guys, more young boys than young girls.
Because you know there's a change with the amount of educated women also now, and with how conscious men are about how they look.
Look, yeah, the perception has changed.
yeah, the
so that
perception
when
is
the male
changing.
population is also doing the same, you can imagine how the market's going to shift.
Yeah.
It's now duplicated. It was first one set of the side coin taking fairness creams. Now you have both.
Yeah.
So the stress levels are going to get even worse for the women?
Absolutely.
They're going to be like, oh God, the guys are getting fed up. We better do
This
something about
is
it.
something which I always come across. That the girl will come very sheepishly talking to me and saying, "Ma'am, वो तो मेरे से ज़्यादा गोरा है. मेरा husband मेरे से ज़्यादा सुंदर लगता है." This obsession that he's better looking than me, and I have to look somewhere. I mean, their own self-confidence is at its lowest ebb, which is tragic because they're starting their marriage with no self-confidence.
But you'll
I
have to
think
call this the
the
peacock
basic
syndrome.
confidence would come from basic education.
Yeah, this
If
would
you-
change. That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
if you have basic qualification, you would be able to represent yourself however which way you are.
That has to come up.
Yeah, that
Hopefully
needs
it
to
shall
come
come up.
Biggest
Amongst your friends and all, do you think they are equally obsessed or they're
No,
quite
not
all right?
really. Like I have friends who've never. No, I don't think so.
Who
No.
are the people who are buying these creams then? Not older people.
No.
Mostly younger people would be buying these creams which are selling so much.
In the
Not
market.
the older people, not my generation at least.
Who are interested in these creams?
I hang out with a group of 4-5 friends on a daily basis.
No,
and
but
none
maybe
of
not
them-
just your friends, but
None
maybe
of
you
them.
know the people that you know around you who would
No, I
probably
think,
say.
I think what, you know what, because I'm telling you, their class is a little different.
Yeah.
They are just the elite few.
The thing is the
They
financial
represent-
independence, the whole
No,
thing
they
comes to
represent
that.
a very few educated elite of our country. You don't come in contact with the medium, the moderate, the lower income group. That's where this is more ingrained.
That is the financial independence is the whole
It's
thing.
ingrained
That
more
is
in our
what is
in
basic.
the
I
lower
agree with
social
you
income.
because you know like you say that there's very few of us, but the others who are there are not either as well educated or are not able to afford.
Stand their own, stand up
They
on
can't
for their
project
own.
No, stand up
themselves.
for themselves because they don't have the confidence and they are not aware of what they are able to achieve. There's a lack of awareness amongst everyone, and which needs to come up. So that is what causes them to feel that they're deprived of a certain thing, or
basically
maybe
insecure
that
of
they,
themselves, because
yeah,
they
they're
don't have the
insecure of
confidence, they don't
themselves.
have the
Donna, what would you have to say to this to this whole thing? I mean, you've been living here for such a long time,
All right,
and
I
you find
thought-
this whole obsession so strange.
I caught Malika's word just now, insecure. And I think this is sort of the word which is the linchpin of the whole thing. I have a theory. If you set Aishwarya Rai down in front of a mirror, made her sit there for 2 hours, after 2 hours she would get up saying, you know, my nose is actually a little too long and my jaw is a little too this, and you know, this could improve and that could improve. Nobody is 100% happy with themselves, ever. Nobody. So these products play on our little insecurities.
Absolutely.
If you go to the USA, you will find girls and women spend a huge amount of money going to tanning parlors. They don't buy fairness creams, they go to tanning parlors. So they will have that lovely, deep, rich, honeyed complexion which Indian girls have naturally.
And you wonder why are these
Well, the
people
grass
so-
is always greener on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
And I totally admire Indian women, and I wish I could look like, you know, like they do. But I find no cream in the market that will do it.
Darken my skin.
That's what.
and get a skin.
So
patch, yeah.
I think, I tell you what will decrease the demand for cosmetics. When you increase the supply of love, you will decrease the demand for cosmetics, because to be loved is to have all your little flaws accepted and forgiven.
Yes.
And
It stems from there.
so
Absolutely
so
correct.
when you feel that you are accepted and you're okay, regardless of your big nose and your
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
jaw and your droopy eyes or whatever you've got,
God, yeah.
then you don't need cosmetics.
True.
Yeah, to be accepted the way you are is what.
But Donna, you know what?
matters.
That creates confidence.
So that is because in the Indian scenario, we yet haven't gone into those love
yeah.
marriages where people know each other before they get married.
And
That
they love the
another
person
point.
for what
That's
they
a
are.
very important thing because everything stems from that fact that it's a first appearance thing which clicks whether it's yes or a no.
Superficial, the-
Time is not given to the couples to really figure out whether they're matching, whether they're compatible or not, whether they gel otherwise. It's the first impression is your last
Remains
impression.
shallow.
That's it. So for that,
maybe
that is the love comes in when you have the time to figure it out. In the Indian scenario, that time is not there.
Well, at least your mother should love you.
Yeah, mother.
I
But
agree.
mother is
I agree.
thinking
But the mother-
that I am giving you a positive input to making you fair, and
that again
then
comes
we'll
down
find
to
a better husband than
lack of
if I was
education
lack
because
of
they're not as well educated as we guys are now.
What do you, when
comes
they
down
come to
to
you and they
that.
ask you that please make us fairer and we want to be, because we have to be, we have this marriage stress on us and we have to be accepted. So what do you have to say to
I
that?
have a
Do you tell them that you actually will get fairer if I give you this?
I have a very patent dialogue which I've learned over the period of years. I always tell them, I said, if I could make everyone fairer, there would not be a single dark person around because every dermatologist would be able to do that. I said, if someone like Bipasha could walk around with her color confidently, if she could get fair, why wouldn't she? She has the ability, she has the monetary aspect to it, she could get fair at any point. It's not possible. If it was, she would have done it. Not only her, you find any South Indian actress, people who have the means.
Well, Michael Jackson tried his best.
Yeah. So
In
everyone
spite
has
of-
the means. They would have. It's not possible. If it was possible, I would have had a line standing outside here. Everyone would be fair.
Yeah.
This is very simple. You don't have to con them because you just have to
Do
explain.
they buy that
Yeah,
theory
they
of
do.
yours?
Yeah. Sensibly, if you explain. See, I've realized in practice it's always best to be blunt because you can't help them. There's no point conning them and then, it's not fair on them. It's better to be blunt in the first time, explain it to them. If it gets across, because the younger generation does understand. It's the older generation who still, is more emotional rather than mental. But the younger generation knows how to analyze and they understand, okay, if you can't do a thing about it, they get on with it. I do tell them sunscreens, I tell them how to take care of their skin.
Yeah.
Because darker people tend to tend to darken and they look worse in the sun. So I kind of help them to tide over that crisis. But otherwise, if you explain it to them, they understand. They're very clear. Give the young generation their due.
Yeah.
They're willing to
And
accept.
coming from a country like ours, it is but natural that we are not going to be that fair. I mean, we are going to be with the tropical climate and weather conditions. It makes sense not to be so
we
fair.
are such a multi-phasic, huge
Yeah.
population.
Yeah.
You'll find every color, every type, and it's your skin type. You can't change it. That's something they have to understand. It has to be brought to them very categorically.
Yeah.
There is no other way. If you can't, don't make a fool of them because they're not fools. It's
Well,
best to
anyway,
explain.
thank you all for being with us for this lovely discussion. The obsession with fair is unfair, to say the least. Fair enough that looking fairer can be a desire, but any fear that not being fair means being less beautiful is plain silly. People, get a life. You are as beautiful as you see yourself, and actually it all boils down to who you are. That's all that we have for now. Good luck and goodbye.